Hey everyone, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the very long-awaited 2,000 subscriber Q&A, but technically it's now the 3,000 subscriber Q&A because it has been 2 months since I asked you guys to leave me some questions. But let's just forget about that and let's get straight on to the questions. So I've actually broken down all of the questions into specific topics. So if there's something that you're really dying to know, you can just skip to the specific topic that would have that question. So we're going to be starting off with the personal questions. So the first question is, what's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is definitely dogs, and I might be slightly biased about this because I do have a dog of my own, and she is so adorable. She's a Cavapoo, which is a mix between a Cavalier King Charles and a toy poodle, so she's just really adorable and fluffy and cuddly, and I just love her so much. So this one is a bit biased, but honestly I've just always loved dogs. I'm a dog person, what can I say? They're just so cute. Next question is, how many siblings do you have? So I have one older sister, she's 3 years older than me, and we get along so well, basically best friends, although we do fight quite a lot as well, but I feel like that's just par for the course with having a sibling. You're best friends 1 minute, and the next minute you're killing each other. The next question is, do you like another color aside from pink? And someone else asked a similar question, which is, what are your top 5 favorite colors? I think my second favorite color is probably purple, either a magenta shade of purple or a lilac shade of purple. I really like those colors. I also really like a baby blue. I feel like baby blue is just such a nice color. And also turquoise, I feel like that is just so pretty. And then further down my list, I also love yellow. I feel like yellow is just such a bright and fun color. And then orange, but mostly around autumn time. That's when I really think orange has its moment. So the next question is, do you have in real life pets? So I already kind of answered this question with the first one, but yes I do. I have a dog, and she's a Cavapoo, and she's adorable, and I love her so much. She actually recently turned 10 years old. Well, maybe not recently, it was in July, but you know. So in dog years, she's probably an old lady by now, which honestly makes me so sad because I wish she'd just stay a puppy forever. Although she does act like a puppy. Even at her big age of 10, she still acts like a puppy. So she's just a baby, and I love her so much. Next question is, what are your favorite things to do? Honestly, there's a lot of things that I like to do. Number one is probably making videos. That's probably very obvious though, because that's what I'm doing right now. But I just love being able to do the whole process of making videos from start to finish, from planning the videos, to recording the videos, to editing the videos, making the thumbnails, posting the videos. I just love the whole process. Apart from making videos, I also love cooking. That is a big hobby for me. I just love cooking so much. I find that it's a stress reliever for me. So whenever I feel anxious or stressed, if I cook something, it kind of just takes away the anxiety and the stress, and I just feel so much better. I don't know what it is about it, but I love cooking. I love cooking pasta dishes, specifically creamy pasta sauces or mac and cheese, which is one of my favorite foods. I've made fajitas before, I've made loaded nachos, I've made soup, I've tried to make focaccia bread, which didn't go that well, but I feel like that's a difficult one. I know that's more so baking, but still close enough. I also love to watch TV. I've seen loads and loads of TV shows, although I do rewatch shows if I really enjoy them. For example, my favorite show is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. In my opinion, it's the best show ever, and I've seen that show so many times I don't even think I could count how many, and I just like to put it on in the background when I do things because I think I could actually quote the entire show by now. I know every episode. I can almost envision the show from memory when I'm just listening to it, so that's how much I love that show. And I love to just watch things when I'm doing stuff like researching for videos, planning builds. Even when I'm just cooking, I love to watch shows. I also love to sing. That's a big hobby of mine. Singing is a big part of my life, and I love to sing. I'm always singing. Fun fact, in my recordings for my episodes of my series, sometimes I sing when I know I don't need to say anything. So then when I watch back the footage to edit it, it's just me singing, which is kind of funny. Maybe someday I should just leave it in the video. I feel like that would be crazy though. I also really like dancing. Dancing is such a fun hobby. I don't really do it anymore, but I still like to do dance workouts, specifically the Fitness Marshal on YouTube. He's my favorite. He's just so energetic, and I love doing his dance workouts. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Another thing that I don't do as much as I should is art. I love doing anything with art. When I was in school, I really enjoyed art class. It was one of my favorites. I loved painting and coloring with coloring pencils and just drawing, sketching, I also love doing things with clay. I've made a lot of things out of clay. I love to hand sculpt little decorations, specifically Halloween themed decorations. I've made quite a few pumpkins. And then I paint them, and it's honestly just so fun and relaxing. I definitely would recommend. The next question is, what's your favorite aesthetic? Style, can you show it in Minecraft or present it in a way that you like? To be honest, I don't think I really have a particular aesthetic. I just really like the color pink. That's pretty obvious, I feel like, if you've watched any of my videos. I mostly just like really feminine things in terms of clothes and hairstyles and makeup. I just like to feel feminine. In terms of my style for clothing, I love to wear flared jeans and Henley tops, which in my opinion is like the Bella Swan / Elena Gilbert style. I love that. Then I also love little cardigans that are kind of inspired by Rachel Green from Friends. And then I also love Buffy's style from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I kind of combine all of those styles into one, but also with a lot of pink. I would say that's definitely the kind of clothes that I would wear. But when I'm at home and I'm making videos, you best believe I'm wearing tracksuit pants and a massive oversized hoodie, because who wants to be wearing uncomfortable clothes when they're making a video? Definitely not me. So that's the end of the personal questions section. Next, we're going to be moving on to opinion questions. So first up, we have, what are your favorite mods to play with? I've played with so many mods, it's honestly hard to say. Probably any mod that adds adorable animals to the game. I used to love Mo Creatures, that was a really good one. I loved that you could name the animals without using a name tag. I feel like the new version of Mo Creatures is Alex's mobs, that one's really, really cool. I do have that one in Better Minecraft. I just haven't tamed that many animals yet, but hopefully when I do, I will see how fun that mod is. I also love mods that add more building blocks. There's a mod called Flat Colored Blocks, which is a really good one. And I remember a mod as well called Wallpaper Craft, I think is what it was called. I don't know if those mods are still around, but those were really good for building, along with Chisel and Bits. I love that mod as well. Before starting my channel, I did a lot of creative mode building, just in my own time for fun. And I loved building houses and like my dream house, that kind of thing. And I'd use Chisel and Bits, and then also, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Cocricot, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, which is a mod and a texture pack that go together. I mostly just use the mod, not the texture pack, but it has the most adorable furniture, so cute. And I also really loved DecoCraft, which I recently saw has had an update, so I need to check that out because that one is so cute, and I love all the decorations. Those are probably my favorite mods, just any kind of decoration, furniture sort of mod, and then also just building mods and mods that add more adorable creatures to the game. So the next question is, what mods would you like to be added into vanilla Minecraft? I feel like the Aether would be a fun one to be added into Minecraft, mostly because I feel like a lot of people thought it was in Minecraft. Years ago, there was kind of a whole thing about that, so I feel like that would be fun to have it. I don't think vanilla Minecraft would suit any mods that add decorations, like DecoCraft or anything like that, so I would probably steer away from that because I think just being able to be creative in the game with what we have in the game is enough, and I feel like that's definitely more fun. If you want to play with mods, then absolutely go ahead. I feel like that's its own separate thing, but when it's just vanilla, I feel like it's fun to experiment with the limitations of what we have in vanilla and see what other people do with those blocks. So I definitely wouldn't want anything to do with furniture in the game. Honestly, I feel like a mod like Alex's mobs would be a fun one because it definitely fits into the vanilla game. So those are probably my two, if I could say two. Probably number one, the Aether, I feel like that would fit really well. And then number two, Alex's mobs. So the next question is, if you could do a game aside from Minecraft, what would it be? Probably The Sims, because I do play The Sims occasionally. I haven't played it for a while, but when I do, it's so much fun. However, I don't think I play it in a way that people would want to watch. The only thing I really like to do in The Sims is to download a bunch of custom content furniture and build houses. I don't actually like to play with the actual Sims, the characters, because to be honest, I don't even really know how entertaining that would be for me. I'd much rather build a cute house and decorate it and just pretend that I live in the cute house. So the next question kind of ties in with the previous question. Do you play other games besides Minecraft? So like I mentioned, I play The Sims, but not in the way that most people probably play The Sims. Other games that I've played are Nintendo games. One of my favorite games of all time is Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii. That game was so good. Me and my sister played it for years. And only a couple of years ago we actually beat the game and finished it, but we used to come back to it every couple of months and just play when we were kids. I was Mario and she was the star, if you know, you know. And we would use teamwork to work together to play that game, and that was really fun. I would definitely play that game again. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Recently, I played Super Mario Odyssey. Well, not that recently. Probably about a year and a half ago, maybe. Again, with my sister. That was really fun. We finished that. And currently, we're playing Luigi's Mansion 3. And by the way, I know I'm very behind on these games and that they came out years ago. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm enjoying them now. Other games I've played on my Switch is Splatoon 2. Again, I know I'm behind. I know Splatoon 3 exists. But to be honest, I'm happy just playing Splatoon 2. I don't play it very often, but sometimes it's nice to just pick it up and play it because it's kind of a mindless game. You can just sit while watching TV and play it, and I just think the colors of the paints, it's just so satisfying. I love that game. I've played Fortnite a couple of times, not very many, and I'm not very good, and I have not played it for a long time, but I have played it in the past. And the last game I've probably played is Fall Guys. I just downloaded it because it was free and it was just kind of cute. So I played that maybe a couple of times. Those are most of the games that I've played, but my two favorites are definitely Minecraft number 1 and The Sims number 2. So the next question is, what kinds of videos are your favorite to make? My favorite videos to make are probably the Just Minecraft videos. I just really love that series, and I think after building my mushroom house, I love it even more. I also love that there's a community in that series because it is in SMP. And just knowing that there's other people who come online and offline when you're playing is just really fun. And I love having the interactions in that series. It's just really fun when something happens where it doesn't go exactly according to plan of what you maybe planned for the video, but it ends up adding so much more to the video because you just weren't expecting something fun to happen. So I love that element of surprise in that series, and that's just something that you cannot get when you're doing a single player series. With that being said, I do love Better Minecraft, that series, but I think in terms of recording and editing the episodes, Just Minecraft is probably my favorite. With that being said though, I would love to experiment with the videos that I make and the style of editing and recording. I would love to try and just branch out and do different kinds of series and videos and a lot of standalone videos that aren't just part of a series with episodes. So I definitely need to think about that and think about how I'm gonna do that, because I would love to just experiment with different kinds of videos to see what do I truly like to make, because I've only been doing this for 1 year, so I feel like it's very hard to know at this stage. But currently, my favorite is definitely Just Minecraft. So the next question is, what's your favorite mob in Minecraft? I think my favorite mob is either an Allay or an axolotl. I feel like they're just super cute, and you can't really go wrong with those two. But honestly, I love all the friendly mobs in Minecraft. I think they're all so cute, and I just kind of wish that I could collect them all and build a giant zoo. That would be really cute. Maybe one day. Next question is, what is your favorite way to play Minecraft? Example, creative, survival, building, redstoning, farming, etc. Well, definitely not redstone anyway. Or farming. Neither of those are really my cup of tea. Redstone, I definitely don't know how to do anything except make a door that you walk through with a pressure plate. That's about it. For me, I think it's between creative, survival, building. I love that there's no limitations in creative mode and you can just do whatever you want. I feel like that's really fun, but sometimes it can get a little bit boring. So survival does have the challenging aspect of having to collect all of the materials, having to make sure you don't die. And it's just really fun when you find something cool and interesting that you can add to your collection. For example, going to a trial chamber and getting a mace. That's pretty cool. Or finding a shipwreck or something like that. It's just something you cannot get in creative mode. And I just love building in both survival and creative. I feel like they're both equally fun. So it's a tie really between creative and survival for me. So we're on to the next section of the Q&A, which is the advice section. So the first question is, what have you found is the best way to make friends in the Minecraft community? Honestly, I think just having a channel. Having a Minecraft channel is the best way in my opinion. That's the only way that I've actually been able to make friends in this community. The only thing is that when you start off with a channel, it's not going to be straight away that you will find your people. It will take time because nobody really knows who you are when you start out. You have 0 subscribers, but once your channel starts to grow, other small Minecraft channels will find your channel and possibly reach out looking to collab. That's kind of what happened to me. and I eventually got reached out by the Just Minecraft community who asked me to join the SMP, and that is how I have made friends in the community. If you don't want to have a Minecraft channel, then I'm honestly not too sure how to go about making friends, because this is the only way that I know. But I think just putting yourself out there, also just commenting on other people's videos, saying, hey, I really like this video, just leaving comments will get you noticed by more people, and it's more of an opportunity for them to reach out or for you to reach out to them to be friends. One thing that I will say about making friends in the Minecraft community is simply just always be aware of who you are talking to, and this goes for anyone. Always make sure that you're being safe online, especially if you're under the age of 18. Just make sure that you're being mindful of who you might be talking to. So please stay safe online, guys. So the next question is, what type of mic do you use to record? I use a Blue Yeti USB microphone. I will link it down below. I honestly just got it because most people were using this microphone, and I thought if they're using it, surely it's good enough. It's also not very expensive. I'm very happy with it, so I would recommend. So the next two questions are pretty similar. So the first one is, any advice to those looking to become part of the YouTube creator community? And the second one is, what is your advice to those who are planning to start content creating in Minecraft? Honestly, I think if you've been thinking about becoming a YouTuber or trying content creation and you just haven't started yet, just start. Honestly, that is the first step. Even if you think your videos aren't going to be very good, you never know until you try. And also, most people's first videos are not the best. I know mine definitely aren't. The quality in my first couple of videos were pretty bad, and the sound was not great, and the way I would speak was definitely not very professional. I feel like I didn't have that YouTube voice yet. But the only way to grow and to learn is to just keep making videos. So if you're worried about starting, just start. I'd also suggest making videos that you would like to see. So if there's a specific genre that you would like to do, whether it's gaming, vlogs, commentary videos, whatever it is that you want to do, think about the kind of videos in that genre you would like to see. So for example, in Minecraft, I love watching Let's Plays, so I started making Let's Plays. I also love watching Q&As, so here I am doing a Q&A. You definitely don't have to make content that you don't enjoy just because it's popular. For example, 100 Days videos, Minecraft Civilization videos. Don't follow the trends just because they're trendy, because if you yourself don't enjoy those videos or making them, that's probably going to come across to your audience that you don't enjoy these videos, and therefore it's probably not going to grow your channel. But when you make videos that you really enjoy, you'll have the passion for it, so you'll keep going instead of getting burnt out from making videos you don't enjoy. So honestly, my best advice is make videos that you enjoy. Don't worry about following trends. Obviously, if there's something that you want to try, absolutely go ahead. And don't be afraid to try new things, because that's the only way you'll see what you actually like to make. Another tip I would think is to watch other small creators' videos and try and interact with them. This is kind of linked to a previous question about making friends in the community, but if you're active in the community, people will see that. And it's also nice to help each other out. If you watch someone else's videos, they might watch yours, and therefore you're both helping each other, and I think that's just a really nice thing to do. So if you are going to start a channel, branching out, reaching out to people is definitely a nice thing to do. So the next category of questions is channel plans. So the first question was asked twice, and it's, what's your subscriber goal? Honestly, I don't really have a specific goal for subscribers. I guess at the minute my goal is reaching 10,000. I feel like that's a really big milestone. But I really enjoy just watching my channel grow slow and steady over time. I'm not sure if I would handle it if my channel suddenly blew up overnight. I feel like that would be a lot of pressure and something that I'm just not ready for at the minute. I prefer to just have the growth be consistent, and yes, it's not extremely quick. I'm not gaining thousands of subscribers overnight, but for me it's more important to just create a nice community of people who simply just enjoy watching the videos and commenting. I would rather that than have thousands of subscribers who don't really care about the videos and just subscribe to subscribe. Obviously, someday I would love to reach a high number of subscribers, maybe 100,000, but that is very far off at the minute. But who knows, in the future, we shall see. So the next question is, what Minecraft series from your channel would you continue, and what are your plans for your channel in the future? So I definitely want to continue just Minecraft for as long as possible, although it is not up to me when that series ends, because I don't run that series. However, I feel like we have so much more to do in that series, so hopefully it will go on for a good long while. And then in terms of my Better Minecraft series, I haven't done that much in that series yet. I still have loads to do, so that series will hopefully not be ending anytime soon. And I just got my first dragon. I mean, I couldn't give up on that series yet, now could I? I do have lots of plans for future series. I have plans for mini-series that are only a couple of episodes long. I have plans for standalone videos, maybe some kind of building video. I have plans to hopefully do more collab videos. I also just enjoy doing kind of chatty videos like this one. I honestly have way too many ideas and not enough time, but don't worry, I have tons and tons of ideas. I am hoping for the future that I will be a bit more consistent with my upload schedule. I would love to upload 2 times a week, so hopefully I will get there someday. So the next 2 questions are very similar. Will you be doing any SMPs in the future, and will you join a Minecraft SMP? So like I said at the start of the video, I'm about 2 months late to answering these questions. So when these questions were asked, I hadn't actually joined Just Minecraft. However, now I can safely say yes, I am doing an SMP and I love it. In terms of doing other SMPs in the future, I am definitely hopeful that I will be. I love doing SMPs, they're such a fun way to meet new creators. And I also just love watching everyone else's videos and then actually being able to go into the game and go visit their area. I feel like that is just so fun. So yes, I would definitely like to do more SMPs in the future. So the next question is about Just Minecraft, and someone asked, in this SMP, will you do a house tour? So I recently built my mushroom house and I gave a very small mini tour. It is undecorated at the minute, so it doesn't look too good. But once I decorate the house, I will definitely do a more in-depth tour. The next question is also about Just Minecraft. In this SMP, will you hang out with other content creators? Yes, definitely. I think in the last couple of episodes that I've made of Just Minecraft, there's been a lot more interactions with the other members, and I love that in the videos. It's so much fun. Obviously, it's not going to be able to happen for every single episode because we all have pretty conflicting schedules in real life, so logging on does not guarantee there'll be someone online to make a video with. However, I do love when someone will just casually come over when I'm filming, and that gets incorporated into the video. That's really fun. So I am hoping for most of the episodes there will be some kind of an interaction. It's not guaranteed, but hopefully there will be something. So the next section of the Q&A is the history of my channel. So the first question is, who made you want to start making videos? So there's actually 2 answers for this question. The first one is IS Cupquake. I started watching her videos when I was about 9, specifically her Minecraft Oasis series and her Minecraft Enchanted Oasis series. I loved those series so much. And that made me want to start my own channel, so when I was about 12 years old, I would make these really cringe videos playing on my Xbox 360, trying to recreate Minecraft Oasis. And yes, they were extremely cringe. I still actually have those videos. They're not on the Annie Angel account though. In case you're wondering, they're on a whole different YouTube account and they are private, so don't even try and look for them. So I did that channel for about a year and then I gave up. But then when I was around 16 or 17, I started my channel now, Annie Angel, and this channel was mostly inspired by LD Shadow Lady. I think we all probably know that by now. She's been my favorite YouTuber for years and years and years and years and years. And I dreamed for years of starting a channel to make people laugh and to make people smile and just to be a safe place online for people to go if they were feeling maybe sad or anxious or stressed and just needed something to watch to help calm them down or just make them feel good or happy, because that is how I always felt watching Lizzie's videos. So honestly, it was really just a mix between Cupquake and LD Shadow Lady as my 2 biggest inspirations. However, after making videos for about a year now, I like to think that my videos are becoming more me and less inspired by other channels. So yes, IS Cupquake and LD Shadow Lady are the reasons that I wanted to start making videos, but also just the chance to make someone smile. So if I have ever made you smile by watching one of my videos, then I have succeeded in my dream, which just makes me so happy. So the next question is, how did you start to play Minecraft? So I started playing Minecraft when I was about 9 years old, and this was because I had a friend when I was in primary school who showed me one of Cupquake's Minecraft Oasis episodes. I still remember which one it was and everything. It was the episode where she builds the lookout to look at the T-Rex up in the trees, and I thought it was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. At the time, Minecraft was only a couple of years old, so I had never really seen much about it before, but my eyes were opened that day and I've never gone back. I then started watching her Minecraft Oasis series, and eventually I asked my parents if I could get an Xbox to play Minecraft on, so I got an Xbox 360 and I started playing Minecraft and I loved it. I was completely hooked and I really have never gone back since then. So the next question is, how long have you played Minecraft for? So I've played it for roughly about 11 years, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 12, roughly around then. And like I said, I started off on the Xbox 360, I then played it on the Wii U, and now I play it on the PC. And I have to say, Java is my favorite edition, but I will never forget where I came from, which is console edition. I think my favorite thing about the console was the tutorial worlds. If you know, you know. Those were pretty cool. So the next two questions are pretty much the same. Did you make your Minecraft skin? If yes, how did you make it and where? So my skin has gone through a couple of changes in the last couple of years. I found the original skin on Nova Skin, and it originally had purple hair and a purple outfit. However, I did not like that very much, so I changed it to have a pink outfit and then eventually to have pink hair and a slightly lighter, almost white outfit with pink and yellow details. And that is where the skin is today. This current skin that I have at the minute, I did all of the texturing and the colors. Don't know if I did a very good job, but I tried my best. I can't remember the exact website I used to edit the skin, but I will leave a couple of links down below to some different websites that you can use if you want to edit your own skin. It's actually not too difficult. It did take some trial and error to get the pink hair correct, but I feel like I finally have it now. And since that skin, I have experimented with making another skin. For my Just Minecraft Mermaid Lagoon episode, I made my Minecraft character wear a blue swimsuit. That was really fun, and I also made my hair longer. So I think experimenting with skins is honestly, it's a lot of fun. I definitely would recommend you give it a try. So the final category of questions is requests. First up we have, is it okay if I make fan art? Absolutely. Honestly, that would be a dream come true. The thought of someone making art specifically for me is honestly insane and makes me feel so happy. I love art so much, so the thought of seeing someone's art that was made just for me, it just makes me feel so happy inside. So absolutely, if you would like to make fan art, go ahead. If you would not like to, that's totally okay. Do whatever you want to do. But if you do make fan art, you can send it to my email, which is annieangelcontact@gmail.com, or you can DM it to me on Instagram, which is annieangel_insta. I will leave both down below, but absolutely, if you want to make fan art, I would 100% love that so much. So the last and final question for today is, could you possibly make more 100 days videos? I absolutely loved watching your first 100 days in your survival world video. So like I said before, I am late to answering these questions, so when this question was posted, I hadn't actually made my Better Minecraft 100 Days video. So currently I have 2 100 Days videos. I do plan on doing more. I plan on doing a 200 Days in Better Minecraft when I have enough episodes made and I've actually worked up the days. Currently I think I'm probably on like day 100 and something, 120 maybe a little bit more. So I have quite a way to go until I'm up to 200. But when I am, I will definitely compile that into a huge compilation video. I definitely don't want to make too many of these videos, simply just because they're content that's already been put out on my channel. So I know if someone's watched all those videos, they might not want to watch the full compilation video. I totally get that. Those videos, I make them mostly just in case people want to put something on in the background and they don't want to have the hassle of having to watch it in the playlist. Instead, it's all just in one video. I feel like it's a little bit easier. Honestly, I didn't make those videos thinking people would sit and watch them because I can't imagine watching myself for 5 hours. But they actually got a really great response, so I definitely will try and make more in the future, but probably not too often. I mostly want to make brand new content and not be reusing content too often, but again, I do know some people really love those videos, so they will be here and there. That's what I will say about that. So that is all for this Q&A video, guys. Thank you so much to everyone who asked a question. I really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you again for 3,000 subscribers. You guys do not know how much this truly means to me. I am so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much if you're still here watching the video. I know I probably rambled way too much, but you know what? It's fine. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!